G'day guys, I hope you found my first homemade purees helpful. So today I've got another lot for you. So we've got carrot, cauliflower, corn, parsnip, broccoli and blueberries. So stick around and I'll show you how Dave and I made these super simple and fast purees.
To make the carrot puree, Dave cut the ends of the carrot and then he peeled it. Then sliced it into pieces. At the same time we decided to do some carrot sticks for finger food for Sophie. We steamed the carrot for about 7 to 8 minutes or until it was tender, and then we popped it into the blender. Depending on how much moisture was in the carrot was whether we decided to do 1 or 2 tablespoons of water, so just see how you go. To create the parsnip puree, I peeled the parsnips first, then I cut off the ends and then I sliced up the parsnip. I also wanted to do some finger food for Sophie, so I kept the stick bit as a finger food piece and put that in the steamer as well. I steamed it for about 5 to 6 minutes until it was tender and then placed it into the blender and blended it up. I ended up adding about 2 tablespoons of water just to make it more of a puree. To make the cauliflower puree, I cut the cauliflower florets off and then placed that into the steamer for about 8 to 10 minutes until it was tender, and then put it into the blender with about 2 tablespoons of water to create the puree. This has to be my favourite puree. It's absolutely delicious, this blueberry puree. So I placed 1 tablespoon of water and the blueberries into a pot, and I smashed up the blueberries while it was heating for about 4 minutes, then put it into the blender and blended it. It's absolutely delicious with yogurt. To make some corn puree, I used some frozen corn kernels and then steamed it for about 5 minutes and then placed it inside the blender with 2 tablespoons of water and blended that up. To create the broccoli puree, I cut off the broccoli florets and then placed that into the steamer, and then I let it steam for probably about 8 to 10 minutes and then popped it into the blender and blended it. I ended up adding 2 tablespoons of water as well. As a bonus puree, I also made some strawberry puree, which is delicious with yogurt as well. So I cut off the leaves and then cut it in half and then popped it into the saucepan. I left it in the saucepan for about 8 minutes to soften, and then I put the strawberries and the water into the blender and blended it into a puree.
Alrighty guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye!